Let's check in with the CBS News Decision Desk. That's where Jamie Yuccas and CBS News Elections Director Anthony Salvanto are standing by with a look inside the numbers. Hi, Jamie.
Hey, Elaine. Yes, we've been looking at the delegates now, and particularly Ted Cruz. And if he would take all of Wisconsin, we have Elections Director Anthony Salvanto here. And what's it looking like?
Right now, Donald Trump is still in the running for delegates, and it actually looks pretty likely, pretty strong that he can pick up at least one of the districts, maybe two. So up here in the northern part of the state, every county that you see up here in red is now leading for Donald Trump. Okay. Sure. Now it's a lot of red. And
it is a lot of red, but in terms of the amount of votes and the amount of people and population, not necessarily a lot going on.
Exactly. So these aren't as densely populated as these blue areas down here. Green Bay, everybody knows that's a big town. Milwaukee, of course, that's a vote-rich area. Those places won by Ted Cruz. That's how Ted Cruz won the state. But we'll talk about that in a minute. But I do want to point out that as long as Donald Trump is leading up here in the north and is in contention, leading, though we don't have as much vote in,
sure,
down here west of Madison, these are two districts where he could pick up, and I think probably will pick up, one of the CDs. That will keep him from getting shut out tonight. That may be a small victory, but look, every delegate counts now on the road to 1237.
When you look at that, though, and the amount of delegates he could pick up, does this look more and more likely to be a contested convention as we move toward the summer?
This is a bump in the road for Donald Trump. He is now just off of his path that he was on to get there. I don't think that either way we will know whether or not he makes 1237 until we get into June. I don't think he'll either fall short or just go over the top until we get through all the primaries in June. Having said that, he now needs, I think, roughly 60%, maybe just under that, to make it.
From all the other
remaining contests, and that means he has to pick up the pace. That means he has to do a little better than he has been doing.
So let's talk about how Ted Cruz won, because this is a big night for him. This is somewhat of a turning point in his campaign. And when you go ahead and you look at how Wisconsin Republican voters, the breakdown here, very interesting how high the numbers were in terms of value voters and evangelicals, conservatives.
This tells you why Wisconsin was more than an important win, maybe a must-win for Ted Cruz. Not just to keep his attempts at slowing Donald Trump down in place,
sure,
but also because these voters are so strong in Wisconsin, this was tailor-made for Ted Cruz. He had to win these, and of course he did. He won them big, 64-11 over Donald Trump. That tells you that he capitalized on an electorate that should have and did favor him.
Is there any other state like Wisconsin in terms of the numbers that you're looking at?
It's a great question. The short answer is no, not in the foreseeable future. And that's another reason why Ted Cruz needed to do so well tonight, because now we head to New York, like the gang was saying. Now we head to Pennsylvania and Rhode Island and Delaware.
Much different looking states.
Much different looking states. Not places where Ted Cruz will find as friendly an electorate, but he'll have to do what Donald Trump was doing tonight, which is go in and try and cherry pick, find a few CDs where he can avoid maybe being shut out.
Okay.